So here's a quote that I found super helpful this week that I wanted to offer to all of you as well. And it is that great leaders are almost always great simplifiers who can cut through argument, debate, and doubt to offer a solution everybody can understand. And that was from Colin Powell. And this really made me think about how great leaders that I've had in my life really have been great simplifiers. When I thought something was super daunting and overwhelming and how are we going to achieve this large result, having someone in a leadership position that's able to say, you know what, how would we do it if it were easy? So no matter how daunting the project, how big the video project, the story, the pitch, whatever you have to do, the project that you're trying to manage, what would you do if it were easy? Because my brain, and some of you may sympathize with this, you might be the same, automatically go towards all the things that you would need to do in order to get something done and how the processes would work and all this stuff. And you make your own overwhelm when you do that. And then it's daunting to even get started or know like how many moving pieces there would be. So really think about, and sometimes I go to the whiteboard. I go over to the whiteboard and I write down, if this were easy, if I was doing this by myself, or if I had all the resources in the world and I could do this exactly the way that I wanted to do it, how would I do it if it were easy? And maybe even go a step further and say, if I enjoyed it, how would I do it? It's amazing. Even if you don't end up doing the project exactly the way that you simplified it, you will find nuggets of gold in there that will help you to think of ways to make it easy, to make it more simple. So if you have something on your plate that you're avoiding because you think it's too difficult, it's too complex, really think about that. Really think about how great leaders make things more simple and break it down to its easiest components so that it's, to get the result we're looking for. Why are we doing this in the first place? To get the result that we're looking for, if it were easy, if it were the way that you would want to do it, where you might actually enjoy it or your team might enjoy it, how would you make it work so that you got that result, but that it was the most enjoyable way to go about it? Just coming at it from that approach can be completely altering psychologically as far as how you approach problems and how you lead. So I would offer that to you and to your teams, especially as you're going into this last quarter, closing out a lot of business. For the things that you want to overcome, for the results that you want to get, how would you go about it if it were easy? If it were simple? I think that might help.